Are you sick and weary of living life at full speed? Are you confined to the same annoying social patterns? Robert Greene's The Laws of Human Nature can help you break through the human code and realize your greatest potential. With the help of this engrossing investigation, you will discover the 18 hidden forces that underpin every relationship and be better equipped to handle the challenges of life. Gain an advantage in relationships, work, and personal development by developing a deeper awareness of both yourself and other people. This book is a masterclass in human behavior that will help you become the most impactful and strategic version of yourself. It's not simply another self-help book. Robert Greene's book, The Laws of Human Nature. Law of irrationality. Law of self-interest. Law of calculation. Law of the mask. Law of mirrors. Law of connection. Law of power. Law of attraction. Law of the inner game. Law of the empty vessel. Law of revelation. Law of sowing and reaping. Law of risk. Law of the hunt. Law of the stage. Law of action. Law of legacy. Here's a quick chapter-wise summary. Chapter 1. The Law of Irrationality. You can improve your rationality by being aware of and controlling biases like confirmation bias and groupthink, as well as by adopting techniques like self-awareness and faster reaction times. Chapter 2. The Self-Interest Law. Self-interest drives all behavior, even when it appears altruistic. You can navigate others' covert intentions and agendas by being aware of this. Chapter 3. The Law of Calculation. Recognize how well-considered moves and approaches can sway people. It pushes you to come up with plans for preparing for and navigating social settings, so practice self-control and projecting a composed image. Chapter 4. The Law of the Mask. Manipulate perceptions and navigate various social situations by using personas and masks. It draws attention to the significance of appearances and first impressions and exhorts you to strategically select and modify your masks for various contexts. Chapter 5. The Mirror Law. Recognize the human urge for affirmation and self-gratification. You may win people's trust and allegiance by mirroring their aspirations and egos. Chapter 6. The Law of Connection. Create sincere bonds with people via common understanding and interests. It draws attention to the importance of empathy and reciprocity in building relationships and issues a caution against manipulation and flimsy connections. Chapter 7. The Law of Power. Every social transaction involves power dynamics. You may negotiate and make use of power structures in an ethical and strategic way by being aware of them. Chapter 8. The Law of Attraction. Recognize the components of charm and its alluring power. It helps you become more charming by fostering self-awareness, presence, and narrative skills. Chapter 9. The Law of the Inner Game. Master the emotional terrain inside yourself to lead and influence others. It urges you to grow in emotional intelligence, resilience, and self-discipline, and cautions against letting feelings influence or rule your decisions. Chapter 10. The Law of the Empty Vessel. Give a little bit of yourself away while still maintaining a sense of mystery and control. You have the power to sway people by exuding confidence and serenity. Chapter 11. The Law of Revelation. Pick the appropriate times to show who you really are. This can strengthen bonds and foster trust. But disclosing too much can leave you exposed, so moderation is essential. Chapter 12. The Law of Sowing and Reaping. Today's seeds are often the ones that bear fruit later on. You can succeed by devoting time and energy to projects that will pay off in the long run. Chapter 13. The Law of Risk. There are many dangers and uncertainties in life. Accept them and use them as stepping stones. It inspires you to take measured risks without letting your fear of them stop you from moving forward. Chapter 14. The Law of the Hunt. Being able to utilize persuasion effectively is a powerful tool that can help you influence other people. In order to make strong arguments, it urges you to comprehend the wants, desires, and anxieties of others. Chapter 15. The Law of Acceptance. The first step in bettering oneself is accepting oneself. Personal development and achievement may result from this self-awareness. Chapter 16. The Law of the Stage. How you present yourself to the public has a big impact on how they see you. Be sincere and reliable in all of your interactions. Chapter 17. The Law of Action Act. When it's time to act, don't think twice. Get over your fear of missing out on opportunities and procrastinating. Chapter 18. The Law of Legacy. You should also make an effort to leave a legacy that honors your efforts and ideals.